Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Blood and Gold from Netflix about a deserter from the bad guys in World War II who then is turned against the really bad guys from World War II, I'll say, and to save a town that they are terrorizing. And there's also gold involved. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. This is a pretty good plot. So, what happens is the main character tries to desert the army because he's done with the madness of the war and sees that the bad guys from Germany are the bad guys. He tries to get away. The unit captures him and hangs him. As he's dying on the rope, they leave, and he is saved by a woman in the village. May 26th, by the way. A woman in the village saves him because the bad guys from Germany have her brother. And so she basically recruits him and saves him to save her brother. And I suppose he agrees to save him. Why not? He would have been dead anyway. At the same time, they come to this village, the bad guys from Germany, and there's some sort of gold in the village that they're looking for, so they get super greedy. And then it turns into a non-stop action thing where he's like killing the soldiers one by one, and they're trying to find the gold, and they're blowing people up and killing people, and it looks pretty well done, I'll say. Pretty well done. They also play a German, I think it's German, version of I See a Red Door, but I Want to Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. So that's kind of cool too. It's got all the sort of classic World War II tropes in terms of the bad guys from Germany. Except, you've got this sort of redeemed German who has quit the war because he doesn't want to do the horrible things that they do in war. And so he goes after the really bad Germans, I'll say. You know who I'm talking about if you know anything about history. I don't want to say it on YouTube because they constantly flag you for this kind of stuff. For some reason, I don't know why you would flag people for this, YouTube. I mean, I would think that your algorithm could be slightly more sophisticated than to, just flag anybody who says the word for the bad guys of Germany. Anyhow, so first act, he tries to desert. He gets caught. They hang him. They leave. The woman saves him. Basically, I'm saving you so you can save my brother. He wants to get his revenge and maybe save her brother too. So he joins up with her, and he's a trained soldier, so why not? And now he's sort of got surprise on his side, so he teams up with her, and I don't know, they start killing him one by one. They start turning the tables, and it gets very action oriented. So there's a scene where he's hiding in a barn, and they find him, and then they try to shoot him, and then he tries to jump out and lands and goes through the roof of another building, and then ends up fighting a guy. And so it looks pretty action oriented. And then it happens for most of Act 2. There's just all these fight scenes, and then there's the gold. And I assume that the final scene will be, does he, he has a chance to escape with his life, but instead he stays behind to save the woman who saved him and possibly sacrifices himself for redemption. It could be a redemption arc thing, or possibly he saves her and they end up together and they escape with the gold. I don't know. Could go a lot of different ways, but I like the action in it. It's a bit of a different take. I mean, it's a story that, World War II stories, they've been around a long time. This isn't your typical story. It's got a lot of different elements that really don't have much to do with the war. other than it's the backdrop, right? I mean, certainly him deserting is a factor, but beyond that, not really. The bad guys from Germany make excellent villains, don't they? You can just kill them all day. Nobody's gonna miss them. So, but it's interesting. He's a redeemed bad guy from Germany. So, I would see this. It's on Netflix. Why not? Let's see what the write-up says. On his way to find his daughter, deserter Heinrich is stopped by, I'll say, SS troops. I guess I could say that. And hanged from a tree. Courageous farmer Elsa saves him just in time. United by their common enemy, the two fight for justice for their families. A thrilling, bloody search for stolen gold treasure begins, revealing bitter secrets along the way. Blood and Gold from acclaimed director Peter Thorwarth, coming to Netflix May 26th. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. It looks great. And the German Rolling Stone song, that's pretty funny. So yeah, I would totally watch this. Anything with action and explosions, I'm there for. And it seems to have, I mean, it's not a funny time period, but it's not a dreary sensibility to the movie. I'll say, it's more action than it is about World War II. I don't think they're gonna go into a deep dive of the horrible things that happened in World War II in this movie. It's basically an adventure action movie set in that time period. So, yeah, I would totally watch this. On Netflix, May 26th. It's called Blood and Gold. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan in the background. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take it. Make sure you sign up at either Bitchute, Odysee, or Rumble, because who knows with YouTube. I could be kicked off here on any day. The live stream was pretty good this week. If you missed it, it's in my links below. I got a $50 tip, and that was really nice. I will be at Egg Harbor Township Library tomorrow at 6 p.m. to do my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. So I hope to see you there if you're in the South Jersey area. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.